Okay, Bridgez board 1. So it's actually about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now, so there should be a good few comparisons. I usually play these like pretty soon after they're released on the early in the morning. So here we're in 3N and there's no bidding. Oh geez, I keep forgetting to get the cursor. So if you watch any previous videos, you'll be aware that this is how one gets it, and it's actually an assistive touch feature that works as a home button. And various other it has various other functionalities, but that's the primary one anyway. So got a bit of Bob Rigmus going on here in the background, rumbling in the stomach. 3N, there's no bidding basically, so that's what we're dealing with. That is essentially what we are dealing with, and if you're ever faced with this position and like you've Jack X opposite Ace to 3 and they lead, like you just kind of have to hope they've led from the King Queen. Like we put up the Jack, that's a second trick. So like if he's something like King Queen to 5 empty, he'd be leading small. So it could be like King Queen to 4, 4 to the 10-9, King Queen to 5, 10-9x. Like playing small is futile because it's just gonna, like the 6 would take our ace, whatever this guy puts in would take our ace, so we have to try the Jack. So I'm going to do that first and then see what happens. So the Queen comes in, okay. So I have 4 clubs. I can duck the heart to the 3rd round and take a double diamond finesse. That will give me 4 clubs and hopefully 2 diamonds is 6, 2 spades is 8, and ace hearts 9. Obviously, this is the basic technique of ducking the heart to sever communications between the opposition hands. Like a lot of times you just kind of do this automatically, but you're not really thinking of the whole idea behind it. Like, so the whole reason for this is like if this guy started with 3 hearts, we just want to make sure he's got no more hearts to come to partner after he wins the diamond. That's basically the size of it. And if the hearts are 4-4, so basically if he has another heart, the hearts are 4-4. So I'm just going to take a double diamond finesse. Is there anything in the bidding to suggest both diamonds are offside? Hold on a second now. No. Like in theory, there's potential lines where so basically like had I taken a diamond finesse earlier while he had another heart, like he'd have another heart to come over to partner. So that's the whole thinking behind why you make those hold up plays. Just to disrupt the communication between the opposition hands. So like I can in theory have an elaborate squeeze position maybe. I don't think so though. But I'm just going to win this to make sure I have the 3rd spade in my hand. Just give myself some added chances. Like in theory I have end play positions maybe, where I can play like ace of spades and throw him in with a spade. He did come to 2 of spades. I think I can actually end play him. Okay, the diamond's onside anyway, but it was poor discarding. Like if he didn't discard like that, I would have just taken the double diamond finesse. But basically he kind of gave me a position where I could just end play him anyway and guarantee it. Because if he was down to king other diamond, he would have been end played anyway. So I was assuming there'd be some sort of an end play in there because it was a board 1. Like seemed too easy if it was just a hold-up play. So that's why I went with the end play. I was like, kind of had a count on this guy's hand at that point anyway. I knew he'd... I suppose he could have been false carding from Queen Jack other spade or something, right? I was pretty believing the robots with their carding. Against human players, I probably would have just taken another diamond finesse unless I had a very clear indication that the end play was working there. But not the greatest hand in the world, but I suppose it highlights the hold-up technique. So the two things to note there, if you have that position there, if it's Jack doubleton and ace to 3, try the Jack. If it's Jack to 3, there's more possible scope for ducking it, because there could be a doubleton honor here. Or like if you have ace 9x, you're going to play small and hope that your 9 forces an honor if it's Jack to 3. But when it's Jack doubleton, you're always going to have to try the Jack opposite ace to 3, because you're just going to have to hope the guy's out from King Queen. And then obviously ducking to the third round of hearts, because when he wins the third round of hearts, he's got no more hearts to play over to partner. So, and then it's just the concept of the safe hand, danger hand. This hand is constantly the safe hand then, because they have no winning hearts to take. So there's 3 points to take from that. Hold up play and finesse. No, up the Jack of hearts, a trick 1. Hold up play with the ace of hearts, and then finesse into the safe hand. So end of stream. Going back into the Google or whatever it is. Alright, end of stream.